everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make a tuna steak. So here are the ingredients you're going to need. You will need a piece of tuna, so this is a pretty big piece of red tuna. And also you're going to need all these spices, and instead of me showing you each one, I'll just show you while I'm making a rub for the tuna. So the first thing we're going to do, work on the rub. So the first thing we want to do is take 1 tablespoon of dry onion powder. Next, we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of dry garlic, 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. That's of course if you like spicy. If you don't like it that spicy, you can do half of a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, so don't put any at all. Then we're gonna do half teaspoon of paprika and a half teaspoon of dill, so dry dill. Oh, you do mix this together. Also, if you have tarragon spice, you can also add tarragon in here. You can also add parsley if you like. So I'm just gonna mix this all together, and this is gonna be our dry wrap for the tuna. So the next thing you wanna do is take your piece of tuna and of course wash it, and then I dried it with a paper towel. And the next thing we're gonna do is I'm just gonna put some oil over your tuna. So I'm using olive oil, but a very good option that I ran out of is actually chili oil, but again, if you're into spicy things. So I'm just gonna take some olive oil, just put some on the tuna, and I'm gonna use a brush. Of course, you can use your hands, but I prefer it this way. And you just put on all sides a little bit of olive oil. And just flip it. And we're gonna add a little bit more on the other side. The next thing I wanna do is add some black pepper and some salt on both sides. Next thing I'm going to do is take my dry rub, and I'm just gonna put it on a plate, and I will just shake it around like this. And here, the best thing to do is using your hands. You can wear gloves if you like. You're just gonna put it like this and flip it on all sides to get as much of this spice on top of your tuna and all over your tuna. And you can even take some and pat it down like this. So the oil kind of helps your tuna to take on this spice and for it not to fall off so easily. So once you do that, wash your hands and let's go to the stove top, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna pan fry mine. So to start, this is the frying pan I'm using today. So sort of like a grilling frying pan. You can also use a regular one, but I do prefer this one. And because we put oil on the tuna, all I'm gonna do is take a little spray with the olive oil, and I'm just gonna spray this frying pan and not pour any oil. This frying pan, you don't need to pour any oil. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna preheat it to medium-high heat. Once it's hot, we're gonna spray some olive oil, and then we're gonna pan fry our tuna, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so let's add some olive oil, and I'm just using a spray, like I said. So now, once you place the tuna, you're gonna pan fry it on both sides for about 1.5 minutes. Maximum 2 minutes if your tuna is very thick, simply because usually you eat tuna like medium done or even medium rare. You don't fully cook it usually. That's how people like it. And you're also gonna pan fry it for about 30 seconds on all the edges. So let's add the tuna. Okay, so that's about 2 minutes on one side. So let's flip it and do 2 more minutes on the other side. And of course, look at those beautiful grilling lines. That's why I like using one of these pans as well. So now we'll do about 2 minutes on the other side. Okay. Now let's do 30 seconds on an edge like this. And 30 seconds on the other edge. And 30 seconds on our last edge. Okay everyone, so that's it. Let's plate it. Okay everyone, so here's our beautiful piece of tuna. And I'm just gonna put it on a little board just like that. Now let's just slice it open and see how it looks. And this is really how you want your tuna steak to look. So it have some of this gray and the pink in the middle. Of course, I prefer it less raw than cook it longer. That's how most people like to eat tuna. So we're also gonna take and just add some microgreens on top. You can also always add a little bit of oil on your finished tuna. And here is the finished product, everybody. So this is fried penned steak of tuna. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please show your support and subscribe and like a video. Leave me a comment how you like to eat your tuna, maybe rare or rare medium or well done. And thank you so much for always being with me, and we'll see you next time. Bye.